Hey everyone, it's good to gather with you. Pastor Mark here, ready to share the word with you, give you an encouragement, a nugget from the word of truth that will help you. We've been looking at 2 Corinthians chapter 1, verses 8 through 11 out of the New Living Translation. And Paul is talking about a time in Asia. It says he was crushed and overwhelmed beyond his ability to endure. And he thought he would never get through it. Have you been thinking, are we going to get through this? The answer is yes. And he even got to the place where he said, we were expecting to die. But then it says this, and this is what I want to concentrate on. It says, but as a result, we stopped relying on ourselves. Now listen, it is not wrong to use wisdom from people when they're giving you guidelines and stuff like that. That's fine. But you can't rely on, put your faith in, that's the only thing that's going to help you. It's not wrong to follow instructions, especially of a government. But the Apostle Paul said, but as a result, we stopped relying on ourselves. It's important who and what you're relying on. And we learned to rely only on, did you see that? Only on God. Only on God, who raises the dead. Then it goes on to say, we have placed our confidence in him and he will continue to rescue us. So my question to you is right now is, and I just want to help you out, because if you're overwhelmed with information from what's going on, you can begin to see only doing things in the natural as your way of deliverance or protection. The Apostle Paul said, we stopped relying on ourselves. In other words, my own ability to get me out of this mess. How many of you know if you can fix a problem, you already have it fixed by now? Proverbs 3:5 says this, trust in the Lord with all of your heart, lean not to your own understanding. It didn't say you didn't have any understanding. It doesn't say not to get understanding. It says don't lean to it. Don't trust that that's the only deliverance that you have. He said, trust in the Lord with all of your heart. Jesus said this in John 15:15. He was telling, I'm the vine, you're the branch. He said, without me, you can do nothing. Without me, you can do nothing. And so our deliverance doesn't come from a government. Our deliverance doesn't even necessarily come from a doctor, a medicine. That's not where our deliverance comes from. We can't rely on that. Our reliance is in God and God alone. Psalms 118:8 says this, it is better. I would say it is far better to trust in the Lord than to put your confidence in man. See, there's a difference between receiving instruction from man and doing what they say and putting your confidence. Because see, you can do everything right that somebody has instructed you to do and it still go wrong. But your confidence has to be in God and him alone. One of my favorite scriptures, you've all heard me preach this one. It's my go-to scripture. 1 John chapter 5, verses 14 and 15. It's probably got my picture right by it in the Bible. It says this is the confidence that I have in him. This is the confidence that I have in him. My confidence is not in myself. My confidence is not in instructions from anybody outside of God. My confidence is in him. This is the confidence that I have in him, that if I ask anything according to his will, well, I know his will is to protect me. I know 91st Psalm is his will. I know healing is his will. This is the confidence that I have in him, that if I ask anything according to his will, I know that he hears me. And if I know that he hears me, I know that I have the petitions that I've desired of him. The Apostle Paul said this in 2 Timothy 1:10. He said, for I know. He didn't say I think. He didn't say I hope so. He said, I know in whom I have believed, and I am persuaded that he's able. Listen, no matter what you're going through, if you feel overwhelmed, if you feel like there's a lot going on, if you feel like you're getting way too much information, remember, information's not bad. You just can't rely, have confidence on it, do what they say to do, but what you've got to do is put all your trust in the Lord. Trust in the Lord and lean not to your own understanding. Acknowledge him in all your ways, and he's going to make your path straight. He's going to deliver you, because remember, he has delivered, He is delivering, and He'll always deliver you. I'll see you next time.